Hi Brad, so here are your equipment shots, and you're using a lot of lights, which is great. And I really feel to do a good job photographing a room and solving available light problems in a big room that you need as many tools as you can get. And I'll use like door size frames with diffusion material on them so that I make my lights as big as I possibly can. I'll use my reflectors, I'll use bounce, I'm just trying to get light all over the place. So this is a beautiful room, and I'm really attracted to that painting. That's very nice. But I think my feeling is that you have other images here where you've done a better job solving the light quality and the composition is better than the two that you've chosen for your final. I think that this one is a mistake in regard to choosing your best image for lighting reasons and compositional reasons. First, lighting. In this space gets rather deep back here, and we understand that because of the inverse square law, the further our lights are from our subject, the far less intensity that light has. And so it's just really dark back here. And then also, we can see outside, and we can't really tell what time of day it is. Like, there's just a lot of like unclear things going on here that aren't working too well. So you would have needed to like sneak a light into this image, maybe up above. You would have put something up here out of the frame, or coming in through this space here, or something like that. It's just too dark back there. And then here, the same thing. Like, the light is quickly falling off even the sofa. The front of the sofa is well illuminated, but then it quickly falls off at the back. I mean, we can see that the range of your lights here just isn't, they're not going very far. They're not terribly powerful, and they're not going very far. I mean, it was, as far as the tools that you have available to you right now, shooting into the reflected umbrella is definitely your best choice, because that's going to give you the softest, biggest light. But it's just not big enough either to really soften the shadows, to soften the quality of light on this very big subject matter. We can see all the hard shadows in there, especially like, look right there. This assignment really usually calls for like an intense softening of the light, and also evening out. And it's just not like it's intense and it's hard here, and then it kind of falls off the couch, and then it's just gone altogether back here. And then we have these strange shadows that are cast, and it's just not one of your best. Compositionally, I think this is really interesting, though it doesn't tell us much about your lighting, because it's really dark down here, and I don't know. It's an interesting choice compositionally, but I think lighting-wise, it doesn't tell us very much. And then here's your available light shot. You did a great job exposing for this. This actually looks really nice. Again, we have the problem of all this light coming in through the back window, and so the visual emphasis in the image ends up being this. Maybe some of the couch, but because that's the brightest thing. The couch is offering us leading lines that take us back to that window. So my money would have been on maybe some of these, like these shots of the couch. If you could have done a slightly better job not letting the light fall off the back of the couch there, that would be a great shot. Let's see. Again, here, compositionally, this is a great image. Of course, we can see a light problem here. It gets too dark, so you would have had to sneak some light in there. You would have had to put one of your lights out of the frame over here, just getting in there, or a bounce or something. Excuse me. Because really, ultimately, what we learn is that our lights, even with shooting into reflected umbrellas, aren't very big relative to our subject in a room, so they're going to cast hard shadows. I mean, you have to really, really think about that. And so either get your lights extremely close to the subject, or like build something with PVC pipe and white nylon to turn your lights into basically the size of a door. And it's cheap to do. But with the tools that you have available to you right now, this is not a bad job at all. It's a good first shot solving the problems of illuminating a room that otherwise only has available light. Okay, now we've got to work on file size. I know I sound like a broken record, but please, 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 when you're saving these to PDF, make sure that your DPI is at least 300 and that your page size is something like 14 by 17 or better. I know that's going to make a really big file, and it's going to take a bit of time to upload for you. But I really need to be able to enlarge these to full screen, because when I enlarge, oops, where'd it go? Specifically these two, like I can't tell if they're in focus. If I put them at 100%, it's really blurry. I don't know if you can see this on your YouTube screen or not, but the whole image is blurry. And I can't tell if it's because it's just pixelated, because the image quality isn't very good because of the way it was saved, or if it's just completely out of focus. So please, please, please resolve this. This isn't acceptable. And another student has actually just informed me that a lot of profs ask for small file sizes, which seems unintuitive to me, but please don't give me a small file. Give me a gigantic, high-quality one. You know, who's really good with the big files? Craig, actually. If you want to download any of his assignments, he does a great job giving really high-quality images so I can enlarge them to full screen size, and they look great. And yeah, they take a few minutes to download, but so be it. It's fine. Okay, anyways, like I said, pretty good job first time trying to solve these lighting problems. And, you know, you'll find that the more lighting tools you get, the better job you'll be able to do with this. You know, as far as, like, light not falling off, this whole series is a little bit better, where everything is pretty well illuminated. But it takes a while. It takes a while to really get a sense of how quickly light falls off as your subject distances itself from the light. And it takes a while to get a sense of how big your lights really do have to be so that they're not casting hard shadows on large subject. I mean, it takes a while. But this is a pretty good first shot. Thank you, Brad.